I wanted to work on the quest hub today. So, I'm in Foundry, and there is this map. The cool thing about Foundry is that certain maps are always available to you. So, if you're unlike Roll20, where you get to be on one map at a time, and it's whatever map the DM puts you on. Admittedly, he could put different people, or he or she or they could put different people on different maps. You, as a player, can only ever exist on one map at a time. Um, so what's cool is that um, in Foundry, you could have any number of maps that are always available to you, even when the DM's offline, even when you're just hopping onto the server by yourself. So with PV being on a persistent server, because it's going to pay for like an Amazon server, it's just going to be up 24/7, so you can just always like log in or whatever. There'll be a map over here for the Shadow Skull Saloon, and I even went plus ultra and made them like their own little signboard. So cute. Um, that kind of hangs outside. Um, anyways, the the idea is that you could always go here, and I'm going to be using this as my practice map to learn how to use Foundry, learn how to do walls and lighting and pathing. So the idea is, if I'm a player and I go to the saloon, eventually, right, if I moved my mini over to the stairs here, I would teleport over to the other map to be on the second floor. There's doors I could open and explore, all that jazz. But what's neat is I could go in and make the NPCs sort of like on a route. So, like a barmaid could kind of make her way through the tables, pretending to serve drinks. Ambient music could play on a playlist and be louder or softer depending on where you are. It could create the illusion of like life, right? Which is kind of neat. It's very video gamey. Obviously, I would never put that amount of work into any just map, right? But for a static map, for a hub map, I could definitely see going all out, trying to put some bells and whistles on it, make it fancy. This particular map is the Western Saloon from Suzupiku, which seemed like a really good fit for a West Marches game. And this is basically where the quest board is going to be. Outside, there's going to be a quest board. Probably just say it's one of these posts where you tie up your mount. Oh, wait, there it is. There's a quest board right there. Haha. So that's going to be kind of cool. Another map that we're going to have is the actual quest board. So there'll be a map over here that you could click that will take you to the quest board itself. There'll be another map over here that'll be the regional map, and that will be updated as players explore. And the interesting thing about the regional map is ideally the regional map will be player made. So players will submit like what they think the region looks like because they're in charge of mapping the region, and then we will update with the latest submission for the map, which is kind of cool. If the community demands that that map be taken down for inaccuracies or whatever, it will roll back to a previous map. But the idea is that everything is player generated, right? So the player map, so the map of the region is actually going to be made by the players, which will be kind of cool. So there'll be a quest board, there'll be a regional map, and then as players form houses and those houses get headquarters, you will be able to access the map that is your house's headquarters. And then each house is responsible for providing a map that can then be put on the primary server so that they could go into it, decorate it, and play Animal Crossing, Sims Dollhouse Simulator, and make their place really nice and fancy and all that jazz. And if they have like NPCs that work there, we could put those, and you could kind of recreate the same feel as this quest hub of NPCs that are on like AI pathways and things like that. It'll be really, I don't know. I think it'll be really cute. I think it'll open up a lot of, I don't know. I think it'll give a lot of ownership to what's happening. So I think that's kind of cool. Yeah. So, how am I going to make a quest board is a great question. So there was this game that came out A lot of people maybe heard of it. It's called Witcher. I think that's the most famous of all the. Where's my quest board at? Hey, what's up, man? And so, I was just gonna take like the standard operating procedure of The Witcher and just make a quest board out of that. So this would be like the background for the quest board map, and then DMs and players could submit little pieces of paper, little tiles, and then when you look at the tiles, it'll open up a handout, or actually they'll just be handouts associated with the map, and you'll be able to just go and read what they are. And then when a quest is completed, we'll tear it down, and then we'll put a different one up. And so the handout will be removed, and the new handout will be put up. So I thought that'd be kind of a fun, immersive way to do that. So yeah, how would we scrub this lovely map? Well, we'd probably just use the stamp tool. Whoa, my brain is like dealing with so many different hotkeys between Photoshop, Incarnate. I've been doing some Premiere stuff. Now I've got Foundry versus Roll20 in my brain. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's okay though. Let's see. So basically, with the stamp tool, we just go here and be like, "Get out of here, piece of paper," and then that's gone. There we go. Cool. And then this little mouse guy, we would just be like, "Get out of here, mouse," and then that thing's gone. Same idea over here. It's a little bit trickier because it's kind of got weird dark shading on this one. I'm assuming because there's a pop-up here that's showing it to be like that. So what we could do is, if we don't need a dividing line here, we could take this bit and pull it over to the side there. So it could go like that. And then we paste it over, and we drag it over to the side. Bloop. There we go. And then we could take a soft erase. Let's see. There we go. Beautiful. Yep. And then let's see. We got to fix this bit right here. So what we could do is, so that we don't kind of mess up the weird totem pole that's going on right there, we could select that area ahead of time and then do a stamp. And oh, I think we have to flatten it. Hold on. All right, yeah. And then we could just paint over it like that. It's kind of dark in the corner, so we'll just we'll take this bird tool and we'll bird up the corner. Oh, there we go. All right, and then we'll deselect it. Sweet. And then we got to get rid of take down here. This one's a little sad because there's this beautiful scroll work down here that we're gonna miss out on, but or it's just gonna be harder to match it up. So let's see. Do this. Grab this right here. There we go. That's not too bad. All right, just like that, we've got our quest board background. Ta-da! All right, so we'll go ahead and export it. We'll call this PV quest board. All right. So, if I'm remembering correctly, to create a new scene, I go to create scene, and then I go to my background image, and I gotta find my background image. So, I don't want to make a new directory. I guess I probably should. I don't know. Here we go. We're gonna select the file. I feel like I'm gonna have to plan really far ahead for the hierarchy, like the folder storage, because I think once you sort of establish that stuff, you've got to stick to it. All right, so we're going to call this quest board SSS. All right, and we'll select that file. Oh, wait. Do I have to put a name there? I think I could just select it. Yeah, there we go. This is what we've got to call quest board SSS. All right. And yeah, everything looks good for now. We could always go in and mess with it later. So if we go over to quest board SSS, what else do I need to commit to? Saving them changes. Oh, I think I have to go up here. There we go. Yeah, so there we go. So now we could drop in all sorts of good stuff. Now, if you want some of these for your own style quest board that are already made, there is somebody that makes them. And they are on, I want to say DM's Guild. Let's see. Quest board. Trying to get my DM's Guild to log in real quick so I can show them to you. All right, there we go. Notice boards. Here we go. I'll bring this over. Yeah, so check this out. 50 notice boards already made for you, which is incredibly hype. And it does include a background too. See, it's got a blank background and it's got blank pieces of paper, which is awesome. So if you've got GIMP or even PowerPoints or Google Sheets or whatever, you can create your own handouts using one of these packs. So this Christian Icorn, they have a bunch of these that they've made for all of the published adventures. So they've got for Waterdeep, for Saltmarsh. I think they made one for Storm King's Thunder. They got Phandelver. So these are really cool. And if you are hurting for quest ideas, they could be like a great source of quest ideas also. Because a lot of them, honest to God, they don't make any sense without you sort of BSing something. So let me see if he's got any samples here, because I don't want to throw up all the stuff that's not sampled. Yeah, so pit fights, Grom's Roughhouse needs more fighters, blah, blah, blah. Missing pantaloons. Someone's missing their underpants, I guess. And so on and so forth. Yeah, so they're really fun, and they're really cool. If you decide to make your own, again, this pack right here, which I guess I could link. Here we go. This pack comes with a bunch of blanks, and you just go to like defont.com or whatever, and you download a bunch of fantasy fonts or handwriting fonts or whatever, and you can just make your own handouts and just slap them down, which is pretty cool. So we would just slap those down, and you could zoom hellaciously close in Foundry, like really close. So you don't have to worry about them being unable to read it. But for accessibility, I would definitely take the extra step and then make a journal entry for each of the quest billets in case there's handwriting that they can't read or there's color contrast issues or something like that. They could go to the actual handout and then there would be just regular font so that they could copy and paste or whatever. So that is what I would do to populate this this message board, which I thought was pretty neat. Yeah. So then there would be, again, a regional one. And then whatever house you're in would also be listed here, which I think is really cool. And I love the fact that players will be able to switch between all of these quest hub maps whenever they want, which is a feature that you can't do in Roll20. So that's very exciting to me.